Landi. Welcome back to Entrepreneurcast. It's so
Thank
great
you.
to have you back.
It's absolutely wonderful to be back, Svietlana. You're in Cape Town at the moment, and we're having lovely weather, and it's really good to see your face again.
Likewise. Well, you're much luckier than we are in rainy London.
Really, we're hoping for rain on this side. To be honest, our dam is 11% full, or shall I say 11% empty. So send us some of your rain, please.
So, Landi, today we're going to talk about how to be a lifestyle entrepreneur. And that has all to do with entrepreneurcast because we are all entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
But how do you become that lifestyle entrepreneur?
I have to take maybe a few steps back, Svietlana. I remember sitting in my office many years ago, and the previous night I was watching a show, and the show spoke about portfolio lifestyles, and I really got excited about the word, and I went to bed. I was really thinking, what is a portfolio lifestyle, And I then realized that, let's say you take something like a flip file and you put into the flip file your current job that you're doing. That's just one element, of your life. But our lives can consist of so much more than just a job or just one job. So I started with this idea of portfolio lifestyle in my mind, and having a flip file and having various elements of your life in one folder. So I was starting to think and play with the idea, but wait, I can be a consultant for people, have that in my flip file. Then I can be a world traveler as well if I want to. But then I can be an author if I want to, do that as well. And then I can be a public speaker if I want to as well. And so I was playing more and more of the different ideas of what can be into your portfolio, So I went from that whole idea of portfolio lifestyle to lifestyle entrepreneurship, realizing that I can work with people from all over the world. I can do different things and build a life that's customized and work for my value system and skill set. So today I travel the world. We work in over 10 countries with clients from London, Ireland, New York. I have clients in New Zealand, in Australia, and South Africa, in Indonesia, in Asia, Malaysia, Singapore, and it's really very possible, and then the difference between me and some of the listeners today is actually massively small. It's not a big thing to do. So your question was, how do you become a lifestyle entrepreneurship? I think the first step is going to be, Svietlana, and we may want to talk about it a little bit more. It has to start with you. It has to start with your flip file and what you want to be in there, It has to be customized for you. I see many digital marketers and people making promises on internet at the moment, become a lifestyle entrepreneur and here's the magic formula or whatever, but it does not always start with you. It has to start with you.
So do you have some sort of blueprint on how people start in it? Because as you said, a lot of people talk about, becoming a lifestyle entrepreneur, but a lot of entrepreneurs, when they start on their journey, they can't see that. They don't believe that it's achievable. They haven't seen anyone who done that, because a lot of people come with no background at all, and they see all these gurus on TV and on stages, but they don't know how they got there, and usually people don't really share it. They pretend they will share, but they won't really share.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm going to make it very practical for our listeners today. When I say it has to start with you, I'm actually asking you to go and buy yourself an empty flip file, or an empty folder, or an empty journal. And then what I want you to do is, let's say you decide to take a flip file or a folder. I want you to take one page and let every single page represent a different aspect of your life. So you have to play a game. Pretend you're waking up this morning and you have your ideal life in front of you for a full day. It's your perfect day, right? What does that perfect day looks like? Does that perfect day means that you are in a different country? Does that perfect day means that you are on Skype consulting or on Zoom consulting other people? Does that perfect day include that you have a pocket of an hour or two to spend with a loved one? Does that perfect day means that you're actually taking an hour writing your book? What does the construction or the architecture of your perfect day looks like? People tend to follow all these gurus and mentors, as you talk about, religiously, and they follow their blueprints because they don't know what their perfect day looks like or should look like. So they go and they copy and paste other people's ideas. And then because they copy and paste other people's ideas, they try and force that into their life and into their value system. And then the whole system breaks down. It doesn't work. So a very practical first step is to either take that flip file, put a different page in for the different aspects of how you want your perfect day to look like. Or alternatively, take a blank paper and start sketching it out. Me and Mike, who's my life partner and business partner, love to do that. We love to take a blank page and go, right, 2018, you're around the corner. What do we want our perfect 2018 to look like? So it starts with the perfect day, and then it becomes the perfect month, and then it becomes the perfect year. And we literally plan a year ahead. So, I mean, we now, today is, we in the month of May at the moment. So we're probably still working on our schedule that we planned last year. But yeah, by October 2017, we're in 2017 now, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, by October 2017, we literally sit down and we say, right, we're lifestyle entrepreneurs. What do we want our 2018 to look like? And this is typically how the conversation will go. You know what? We've been really active in Australia, South Africa, New Zealand specifically. We've been running a lot of business schools in Bali. We've been really acted on stage in Malaysia and Singapore. We would like actually to start forming more relationships and opening more markets and get into the American market. So let's go and spend in 2018, 2.5 months in America. Now, entrepreneurs may listen to this and go, how is this even practically possible? You know what? You book your tickets, you go to America, and you go and attend the meetups or the networking meetings or the stuff they have there. And in a week or 2 weeks' time, opportunities are already opening for you in America. It's that simple. That's why I'm saying it starts with you. You have to decide what your flip file is looking like. You have to decide what your 218 is going to look like. And then you literally have to go and book the tickets and get there. And then live the dream life you want, you know. And many of you listening here may say, but Landi, I don't want to travel. Lifestyle entrepreneurship or portfolio lifestyle is not travel. For me, it is working a half day a day and using the rest of the half day watching movies or writing my book. It has to start with you know what you want.
You know, you say just go book your tickets, but let's say a lot of entrepreneurs out there, you know, they start out and they maybe still have their jobs, or even if they're in their business, they might make less money in their business than they would, you know, in the job. And let's say they don't even have money to book the tickets, you know, or they might have enough money just to book the tickets, but they don't have any money to take with them, you know, and they have no idea where to start. They have no connections. You know, how do they get over this fear, and how do they create this plan, and how they get these clients there when they go there, you know? Because I think majority of people would have a problem with thinking, well, they'll be afraid to fail basically, because they will know that they might go there but they don't know anybody, and they'll be like, so what do I do next? Even if I do that, how do I deal with that? And I think many people would even find it kind of like unreasonable. So how do the people get over that?
I think, you know, a lot of it has to do with mindset. Lifestyle entrepreneurship equals 80% mindset and 20% technical ability, you know, because this is how I view things. When I want to go to a network meeting, I mean, I was born in South Africa, right? So if I go to a network meeting in Cape Town tomorrow, I am meeting as many strangers as I'm meeting if I'm going to a networking meeting in Florida, where we're heading next. It's no different. I'm going to that networking meeting looking for clients with, as if you want to, little money in my pocket, as I would go to a networking meeting in Florida. It absolutely makes no difference. It's literally a mindset. Because me and Mike work with so many people that we mentor and guide, we find many, many times that the technical abilities is not the problem. People can do their job. People, can offer a solution to other people. It's that fear you talk about, Svietlana. It's a illusion. The word fear stands for false evidence appearing real. So especially people who have full-time jobs, especially have the opportunity to be lifestyle entrepreneurs because they have leave credits that they build up. And but we call it the income and expense syndrome. So when you have a full-time job, you fall into a cycle of whatever money I get in, I have to spend. If you can stop spending and start putting your money away, you'll have that aeroplane ticket in no time. You even may have a little bit of pocket money in no time. And then basically what you do, you go at some stage from a full day job to a half day job. And during the half day job, you basically go and you start getting clients and you start learning to sell and you get used to the idea of actually being in business. And when the first clients come in, you drop your half day job and then you're basically a full day entrepreneur. It literally is that simple. But the mind is a magnificent thing. It creates stories and it loves drama and it loves to construct obstacles in our way. But if you think about it logically, if we don't give it to our listeners in la land and we make it really, really practical, you can literally take your expenses per month when you're in a job, put some of that money away until you have an aeroplane ticket, come up with a value proposition and a solution. Take your 2 years annual or your 2-week annual leave, and don't go and sit by the sea and tell everyone how tired you are and how you need your holiday. But take that 2 weeks, fly to a different country, don't holiday, but go and have the experience of what it would feel like to be a lifestyle entrepreneur. Go to networking meetings, give out your business card, tell people about this fantastic solution you have. Reel in 1 or 2 or 3 American clients or South African clients or New Zealand clients, depending on where you go. Come back home and you're a lifestyle entrepreneur, baby. It's that easy. But, me and you, Svietlana, had a conversation before we came onto this call about exposure. You're not going to expand your mind and overcome the fear if you don't give yourself that exposure. You're going to sit in your living room and cook up more fears and have more excuses. I want the listeners to know that it is easy. Someone once said that if we're overcomplicating things, we're doing it wrong. You can literally book a ticket tomorrow. Stop spending your money on all the crap you're spending it. Book your ticket tomorrow and go and live in a country. If America seems too far away for you, or you don't want clients there, go to the country that's literally next door. Here in South Africa, we have Namibia. I started in South Africa when I was starting to do lifestyle entrepreneurship and when I was starting to explore and expand global. I went from South Africa and then I ventured into Africa. And then when I did Africa, I started venturing into the UK, And then I went from the UK and I started venturing into New Zealand because I thought the culture was very similar. So small steps, but just do it. Start doing it.
So Landi, we are talking about, you said, just go and book your tickets. But what about do you think people need that preparation time to kind of put steps in place first and kind of decide on the whole vision ahead and what they want to get and how they're going to get there? And should they do it then, or should they just go with the flow and just run with it?
I think you get 2 type of people who listen today. You get the type of person who's a bit more of a adventurer. They're a little bit more of a risk taker, and we normally call those people who's a little bit more in their flow. So it's the type of person who want to have exposure and experience and believe that everything happens for a reason. I'm that type of person. So it's fairly easy for me to take the solutions I've developed already for clients, take my value proposition I have in place already, book a ticket, go out there and believe that the right people will come to me. You know, for me, it's as easy as going to a network event, standing up, saying, "Hi, I'm Landi Jack. It's magnificent for me to be here. I keep on saying America because we're going there next. It's great to be in Florida. Tell me what you do. Let me share with you what I do. Hey, we should have a coffee meeting and work together, right?" So that's as easy for me. I am totally appreciative of the fact that there's many listeners today that is more in their analytical brain and enjoy the step 1, 2, and 3. And if that's who you are and you're a little bit more risk adverse, then I would really say, well, do this, right? Look at your finances first. Look at where your money is going and have an honest conversation with yourself. Is this money that you're spending, should it be spent on the stuff that you're spending it on right now, or should it actually go into a kitty so that you can explore a lifestyle and global and travel or a half-day job, whatever it is that you want to do? So there needs to a critical conversation about your funding and your money has to happen. I remember when I was a full-time employee many years ago, I literally started job hopping. So I went from job to job to job, getting salary increases but not increasing my spending. You know, it takes quite the person when your salary increase to not go and buy that big car or go and live in a bigger place, but to actually put it away. So there's, in terms of planning, there needs to be a funding conversation happening, because a lot of people just spend their money on absolute crap, you know, clothes and it's expensive holidays and cars, and that is the type of stuff that can give you a lifestyle if you start putting it away, or just pay for that first set of aeroplane tickets. So let's start there. Number 2, look at your skill set. Look at what it is that you can offer people. You know, many people work with me and Mike on the inability to sell. And we always say to people, anyone can sell, you know, and everyone starts selling when they get excited about the skill set they have that they can share with other people. So number 2, look at that. Look at that fantastic thing that you have that you can share with other people that will make their lives better. You know, is it an online program? Do you know a lot about, you know, you may listen to this and you know a lot about project management, and there's a massive, great course you can develop around project management, or there's an offering as a consultant that you can give to people in another country that will really make their projects run smooth. How many of us have had projects that we don't want to run and check in back and forth, and you maybe know how to run projects for people and you can do it great and you have a 7-step process. Or maybe what you have to share with the world is you really are really good with conflict management and you can do this massive coaching program around conflict management, whatever. So have that conversation with yourself. What do I want to share with the world that's going to make business people or individuals' lives really fantastic? So go to a country with a really great solution. Does that solution already have to be in a program or in a book, whatever? Absolutely not. No. Why? Because you want to have conversations with people and they're going to actually tell you how they want you to refine that solution. And then number 3, if you're listening here today and you want to master one skill in 2017 and 18, learn how to sell, learn how to position, learn how to get people's buy-in into what you do so that they want to spend money on you. So I'm going to recap on those 3 things. If you have a critical conversation with yourself on where your money is going, whether you're in a full-time job or whether you're an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter. Because if you tell me, if you're listening in today and you tell me you can't afford tickets to another country and money to fund you for a week so that you just can check what it feels like to do business in another country, there's a mindset problem here. There's a massive mindset problem. Number 2, look at your skill set. Look at the stuff that you're really excited about, that you want to share with other people so that you can solve their problems. And number 3, get yourself someone to coach and mentor you that's going to teach you how to master sales. Me and Mike do it in a fun way, Svietlana. We teach people how to confidently sell because we know that skill set changed people's lives. It not only gives them confidence, but it gives them money in their bank account. So start making a commitment about learning that skill, because we find when we teach our clients how to sell, it doesn't only make their bank balance look greater, it makes their confidence greater and it increases their interpersonal relationships with people. That would be it in a nutshell. Start with these 3 things and your life will change.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that with us, Landi. And for anyone who wants to learn about sales skills, we had an episode before with Landi on that. And
Yeah,
we also have a regular Saturday show now with Paul Atherton, which is just on selling. So, how cool
right.
is that? You can learn it for free now.
Absolutely. All the resources you need. You just have to take step one.
Definitely. Well, thank you for coming back on the show, Landi. It's been great seeing you today, and I really look forward to our next episode.
Me too. It's great to be here. Have a good day, Svetlana. Bye.